Well, hey y'all, welcome to Throttle Power. We are in Chattanooga, Tennessee at the International Tow Truck Museum. This is a really neat museum. A little history about this museum, when my wife and I got married, we actually spent about 8 hours in here on our honeymoon that day. If you ever see her, ask her. She'll tell you it's the truth. But anyway, several years later, we're back to revisit this museum. And I'm going to take you guys in there with me. Let's check this place out. It's really cool. As you enter the museum, you actually enter and exit through a large gift shop. The gift shop's all brand new, and it is packed full of very cool items at very reasonable prices. But we're going to start this video off entering in where the trucks and booms and wreckers are. This place is loaded with tow trucks and booms sitting around, and lots of reading material, anything you want to know about the tow truck industry. And of course, this museum's located in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and their museum hours are Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. They try to close the museum part down about 4:30. It gives everyone a chance to get out of there by 5. So Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and Sunday, 11 to 5 also. Of course, they're closed on all the major holidays. And the pricing, adults are $10 a piece. Seniors are $9, military is $8.50, AAA $8.50, children 6 to 14 are $6, and children 5 and under are free. Now this truck right here, this gray auto car, this 1961, is the main truck of the whole museum. It's pretty much the most famous truck of the museum. I'm going to have to do a video on this truck alone. I love auto cars, and this wrecker is amazing. It is cool. Beautiful piece. And they say people come from all over the world to go to this museum. There's the fastest wrecker in the world. That truck right there, the orange and white one. But they've got everything in this museum, from pretty much day one to prototypes to pretty recent. It's an amazing museum. Like I said in the opening, I literally spent 8 hours in here on my honeymoon. It was that amazing. The very first day I was in here, the first time ever, it was just mind-blowing. But I'm glad I'm back. A lot of cool stuff. There's one from day one. Look at the boom on that thing. If you want to know anything about the museum, just go to their website, International Towing Museum. You can pull up all the info, hours, pricing. Got any questions, you can contact them through that website. Say, hey, I saw this or that. What is this truck? Tell me more about it. And they will tell you. And if they don't know, they will find out and get back with you. At the museum, it's very nicely air conditioned in the summer, very comfortable. It's a very nice museum. Just love this place. Speaking of comfortable, there's plenty of seating going around the museum. So if you're tired and you want to rest, sit down and take a little break. Just go at your leisure. Look at the inside of that auto car. That is cool. was one big rig right there. That wall there has got some bathrooms. There's plenty of bathrooms in the museum. The bathrooms are very clean, which is nice. There's a lot of reading material in the museum too. Speaking of reading material, there's even a library room. When you first come in to pay, you go through the little gift shop, and then you would actually see a library room. Then you would turn into this room, the room that we're in right now. But the library room's cool too. A lot of reading material in that library room. One could spend hours just in the library room. This old army truck is cool. Man, that thing looks rugged. No creature comforts there. Red Ball Express, W45 military. Holmes, boom. This little truck here has a neat paint job. I like the paint job on this 74 Ford. That's pretty. See that wall to the left? All the display cases, we'll show that in a minute. That's very impressive. Of course, the boom on this Ford truck is pretty cool. The Snatcher. I got a big kick out of what it says in the back here too. Damage-free towing. That's right, folks. We come pick up your wrecked car. We won't put a scratch on it. Pretty cool. This is I think this is a 90s prototype boom. That's what the sign said. I didn't really get into showing all the placard cards. It kind of comes a limit on what all you can show in a video. It kind of becomes too long. So this is just kind of the highlights. I do show every single vehicle in the museum, but I don't really get into all the placard cards and everything. There's areas in the video like right here where you can put it on pause and read the placard card. That's a prototype wrecker from the 90s. This little thing here is pretty cute. I think it's the tiniest little wrecker I've ever seen. Again, you can put that on pause and read it. It's from Japan. That's even one you can sit inside. They encourage you to sit inside and get a picture taken. I didn't get in it. I'm 6'3" and I think I could fit in that little thing. seen one that small or what? That's a tiny little wrecker. This orange and white wrecker, it's a GMC bubble nose, which is probably my favorite truck and wrecker in the museum, next to the gray auto car we looked at. This old GMC bubble nose is cool. I'm gonna have to do a video on the GMC bubble nose and that auto car. Another wrecker I really liked was one in another room we'll go to here in a few minutes. It's a Mack truck, and that Mack truck was beautiful. Look at the front bumper on that. Piece of board, just some wood. That's what they did back then. That's a truck you're either going to love or you're going to hate. I've heard some people say over the past years, man, that thing's ugly. I've heard some people say that's very cool looking. Kind of like the military vehicle, no creature comforts inside. You just don't see those every day, an old bubble nose GMC. Here's something from kind of day one. Look at that thing. It's a 1926 Graham Brothers. Boom on this thing, you hand crank. That's working now, showing up at a scene to grab some vehicles that you got a hand crank. Boy, times have changed. That's wild. You know, if by chance you're a model builder, and I know a lot of the guys that are subscribed to this channel build models. I'm a big model builder, and I love building trucks and wreckers. I've built quite a few over the years. This is a neat museum to go to and get reference material. A little boom like that right there, that yellow little boom, pretty easy to scratch build actually when you start looking at it and take a lot of reference pictures. Not much to it. You could scratch build that, put it on the back of an old truck, and have a really neat model to take to a model contest. Cool little truck right there. Like I said, they've got them in here from pretty much day one to just about present. This old truck was real pretty. The dark red, that engine turned gold that they've got here, engine turned gold leaf. It's old 29 Chevy. Just really, really cool old truck. Usually these old trucks are old Fords. This old 29 Chevy is just really pretty. Real pretty truck right there. Colors and all. An old Chevy truck with a old Holmes back. A lot of history about homes in this museum. Everywhere you look, a lot of homes, booms, history on the homes. Cool truck. There's another boom you could scratch build if you're a model builder. That's very doable to scratch build. And again, you'd have a neat model to put on the contest display tables when you go to a model contest. A couple booms that are laying on the ground. Some information on these. Talk about them. That wall I was telling you about. And we'll start at the far end and work our way back to where we were on this wall. Pretty impressive with all the info on this wall, and then the display cases going along the wall. Inside the display cases you can see is basically every toy you can think of that is a tow truck. From handmade wooden toys or handmade wooden trucks. I wouldn't really call them handmade wooden trucks a toy. Handmade wooden trucks like up there, to even some model trucks that guys have built and put inside the museum. Didn't realize there was that many toys with a boom on the back that's in these display cases. A sought after model up there. The old can-do wrecker. I've always thought these were cool. Make something out of nuts and bolts. They made a wrecker out of nuts and bolts. We're getting ready to enter the other room. There's kind of an oversight of the other room go into. But first we'll go down the ramp. There's a whole lot of pictures, a lot of reading material, some gas pumps. It's a lot of miscellaneous stuff in the hallway and everything where you enter this other room. Something else I never knew there was that many pedal cars with wrecker brooms that were made. Any pedal car collectors watching out there? Did you know that? Did you know that that's what there were, or are there any more? Very interesting. Some quilts with wrecker stuff on them. Something else I'll show you real quick. This little display case of Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Johnny Lightning, the 1/64th scale wreckers. Never knew there was that many over the years. I've got a couple of them, 2 or 3 or 4 of them. But I never knew there was that many wreckers made from Matchbox and Johnny Lightning and Hot Wheels. Very cool. I know a lot of you guys collect that stuff. That's why I showed that case. This old truck was neat. Man, you talk about mechanical. Look at this thing. That is wild. It's so mechanical. There's instructions up there on the glass and on the paper on how to start it, drive it, and operate it. That thing is cool. Again, if you guys have any questions on this, you can go to their website, International Towing Museum, and you can contact them through there. You can get all the information you need as far as pricing and hours, what days they're closed, which is basically just the major holidays because they're Monday through Sunday. You can also keep track of what events they hold all year long. They hold several events here at the museum also all year long. It's a pretty happening place. If you go, definitely plan on spending, I'm going to say, minimum of 2 hours. Minimum of 2 hours. That'll give you a chance to, really look at everything pretty good, and at least look at the placard cards. If you want to, check out any of the library and check out any of the stuff along the walls and do some extra reading and stuff, I'd say a minimum of 3 hours. I can't see you going through this museum in less than a couple hours. Here's that Mack truck I was telling you about. This is my other favorite truck. That thing is gorgeous. That is one nice Mack truck. Who doesn't like a Mack? Another good looking truck. This old Chevy truck's pretty. Both those Chevy trucks were nice, even the one in the background that's blue and yellow. And again, there's plenty of restrooms here and plenty of seats to sit down. In this room, or the one room we're in, there are no steps. We walk down a little ramp to get into this room, so there's no steps. So it's very wheelchair friendly. More booms sitting around. A lot of these sitting around, and it tells all about them. Again, I didn't get into the placard cards. You got to kind of come to a limit on what you're going to show, and I just basically wanted to show an overall view of every vehicle in the museum to give you an idea of what's there and how cool this place really is. This is showing the air cushions that were invented to lift vehicles up. That was pretty neat. Did a lot of reading on that and learned a lot about those. There's quite a stuff along the walls, like right here, that I didn't even get into. A lot of stuff I never showed that's all along the walls and things you can read about. And a few pictures of the gift shop. They have everything in this gift shop. And I've got to say, I'm a t-shirt guy, and their t-shirts are fantastic. Everything in the gift shop was very reasonably priced. Here's the t-shirts. I picked up a couple t-shirts. Love these t-shirts. I found 4 or 5 t-shirts I wanted. I'm going to go back again and I'll pick up a couple more t-shirts. They got great shirts there. All sizes. Everything's well organized. Very well priced. Library room I was telling you about earlier. This is actually where you would go through the gift shop. You'd see the library room, and you would actually turn right and go in the room where we actually started the video, to where the trucks are. And then, of course, outside they have the Wall of Fallen, which is dedicated to the guys, the men and women that have lost their lives while working as tow truck drivers.